Have you ever stopped and wondered why some people seem to attract wealth without even trying, while others, perhaps working twice as hard, never seem to get ahead? You see, the truth about money and abundance isn't hidden in the numbers or the hours you put in. It's hidden in something much deeper: your consciousness. The world you see around you is nothing more than a reflection of what you believe you deserve. The universe is always listening, always responding. But not to your words, not even to your wishes. It responds to the vibration of your belief. Now, imagine this for a moment. You are standing at the edge of an endless ocean, an ocean of wealth, opportunity, and success. The waves shimmer with potential, and it stretches far beyond what your eyes can see. This ocean belongs to everyone, yet most people approach it with fear. Some come with a small cup, some with a spoon, whispering timidly, "Maybe I can take just a little." And the universe, like the ocean, says, "Take as much as you dare to believe in." The ocean doesn't limit you. It's your belief that sets the boundaries of what you receive. The first step toward commanding your first $1 million isn't about learning how to make money. It's about learning how to believe in your right to have it. You were born into a limitless universe, but somewhere along the way, you were taught to think small. You were told that money is hard to earn, that success is rare, that dreams are only for the lucky few. These ideas are not truths. They're illusions built from fear and scarcity. And as long as you live inside them, your reality will match them perfectly. But the moment you begin to challenge those thoughts, something shifts. You realize that wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you align with. Money isn't a cold, distant thing. It's energy, alive and responsive to the thoughts and emotions you project. If you constantly think, "I don't have enough," you send out a signal of lack. And what does the universe do? It echoes back more lack. But when you start to say, "I am abundant. I am worthy of wealth. I am open to receiving," you change your frequency, and the universe begins to reorganize itself to match your new vibration. The awakening of desire is not about greed. It's about awakening your divine right to thrive. To live beautifully, freely, joyfully. To create a life so full that your presence itself becomes a blessing to others. Money is simply a tool that flows toward purpose. When your desire for wealth is rooted not in fear, but in creation, in the desire to express, build, and give, the flow of abundance becomes unstoppable. Think about the people who inspire you, the innovators, creators, dreamers who changed the world. They all had one thing in common: they believed they could. They dared to imagine something greater than what their current reality showed. That belief was their command. They didn't wait for permission or perfect timing. They declared their vision as real, long before anyone else could see it. And that's where your own journey begins. Right now, as you listen to these words, a small spark of recognition is waking up inside you. It's the part of you that has always known you were meant for more. You might have buried it under years of doubt or disappointment, but it's still there, waiting for you to say, "Yes, I am ready." This is your awakening. Not to chase wealth, but to command it. Not from ego, but from the truth that abundance already belongs to you. The universe is infinite, generous, and attentive. It is listening right now. The only question left is, what are you daring enough to believe? Everything around you is energy. Every word you speak, every thought you think, every emotion you feel. Money itself is energy too. A current that flows toward those who are tuned to its frequency. The people who seem lucky with money are not simply fortunate. They are magnetic. They think, speak, and act in a vibration that matches wealth while those who constantly worry about money unknowingly push it away. The process of commanding your first $1,000,000 begins with mastering this magnetic energy. You cannot attract what you secretly resent. You cannot invite what you fear. Think about how many times you've heard people say, "Money changes people," or "Rich people are greedy." Each time such a thought is repeated, it plants a seed of resistance in the mind. Deep down, part of you begins to believe that having money might make you a bad person, or that abundance is somehow too much for you. And yet, the universe only brings you what you feel safe having. If your subconscious fears wealth, it will never let you keep it, no matter how hard you try to earn it. To become magnetic to money, you must rewrite your inner script. Start by shifting the way you feel about abundance. Instead of seeing it as something distant, see it as your natural state. The trees don't apologize for growing tall. The ocean doesn't feel guilty for being vast. The sun doesn't dim its light to make others comfortable. Likewise, your abundance does not diminish anyone else's. It simply adds more light to the world. Take a moment each morning to align your thoughts. Before you even rise from bed, close your eyes and picture yourself already living in abundance. Feel the texture of success. The calm confidence of knowing every need is met. The gratitude of being able to give freely. The peace that comes with freedom. Let those emotions rise in your heart and fill your entire body. That feeling is your frequency. It is the signal you send out to the universe. When you visualize your wealth, don't do it mechanically. Infuse it with emotion. Picture yourself opening your bank app and smiling at the numbers. See yourself paying bills with ease, giving to others joyfully, and watching your dreams unfold one by one. The more vividly you can feel it, the faster it begins to manifest. Because the universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to vibration, and the vibration of gratitude and certainty is irresistible. Next, pay close attention to your words. Every sentence you speak is a spell you cast into the field of creation. When you say, "I can't afford that," you are commanding limitation. When you say, "I'm struggling," you are affirming struggle. Change your language, and you begin to change your life. Speak words of power. Money flows easily to me. Opportunities appear from unexpected places. I am always guided toward prosperity. Say these not as empty affirmations, but as sacred declarations of truth. Then comes action. Not frantic, fearful action, but inspired action. Once your energy aligns, the universe begins to send signs. You'll feel nudges, ideas, invitations, sudden clarity about something you've been delaying. Trust those impulses. When intuition speaks, act quickly. It might be a call to start a small business, to reach out to a person, to learn a skill, or to take a chance that excites you. Those are the invisible threads, pulling you closer to your manifestation. The magnetic process isn't about forcing the world to give you something. It's about becoming so aligned, so certain, that the world has no choice but to reflect your belief. You stop chasing wealth because you embody it. You begin to walk differently, speak differently, think differently. Your very presence becomes charged with the energy of success. And when that happens, doors open where walls once stood. Money begins to find you, not through luck, but through law. Because now, you are not begging for abundance. You are commanding it. With love, with confidence, with power. You are no longer trying to earn your million. You are magnetizing it into being. There comes a moment, quiet, almost invisible at first, when the energy shifts. You've been speaking your truth, aligning your thoughts, trusting your intuition, and suddenly something within you clicks. It's not about the money yet. It's a deeper knowing that it's on its way. You wake up one morning, and the air feels different. You can't quite explain it, but there's a calm certainty in your chest, a gentle whisper in your heart that says, "It's done." That is the moment of manifestation beginning to unfold. When you've truly aligned yourself, you stop looking for signs in desperation and start noticing them in gratitude. Every coincidence becomes a message, every obstacle a redirection. The email that arrives unexpectedly, the phone call that connects you to someone influential, the opportunity that appears out of nowhere. None of these are random, they are responses to your command. You spoke wealth into existence, and now the universe is orchestrating every detail to bring it to you. But manifestation is not only about receiving, it's about becoming. The real miracle happens inside you first. The $1 million you are calling forth is simply the reflection of a greater transformation. The moment you stopped seeing yourself as powerless and started acting as the creator of your own destiny, you are no longer chasing success, you are embodying it. The energy you once begged for is now radiating from you. People notice it before you even say a word. They feel your confidence, your ease, your flow, and they respond to it instinctively. You see, abundance has a rhythm. When you're in harmony with it, everything starts to synchronize. You meet the right people at the right time. Projects that once felt impossible suddenly come together effortlessly. Even setbacks begin to make sense, revealing lessons that push you toward greater clarity and strength. The old you would have called it luck. The awakened you calls it alignment. Still, this moment demands patience and faith. Many people give up just before the miracle appears, because they can't yet see the evidence. But manifestation doesn't start in the physical world, it starts in the unseen. Imagine planting a seed. For weeks, you see nothing. But beneath the soil, roots are forming, reaching deep, preparing for growth. If you dig it up to check its progress, you destroy it. The same is true with your desire. Once you've planted it through belief, trust the process. The universe is not delaying. It's aligning. And when your manifestation arrives, it won't feel foreign. It will feel natural, like coming home to something you've always known was yours. You'll open that email, get that message, receive that call, and it will almost make you smile. Not from surprise, but from recognition. You'll whisper, "Of course. This was meant for me." Because by that time, you have already become the person who deserves it. The first $1 million is not about the currency. It's about consciousness. It represents freedom, expansion, proof that your thoughts can shape reality. But what's even more powerful is the lesson it carries. Once you command abundance from the universe with faith and alignment, there are no limits left. The same energy that brought you 1 million can bring you 10 or 100. The principle never changes, only your capacity to believe grows. So, stand tall before your unseen ocean once more. Feel its vastness, feel its generosity. Speak not as a beggar but as a creator. Declare your truth. I am ready. I am open. I am wealthy. Say it until every cell in your body hums with conviction. And then, release it. Let go of control, knowing it is already on its way. Because when you reach that level of calm certainty, when gratitude replaces worry, and faith replaces doubt, the universe rushes to meet you halfway. That is the moment your command becomes reality. That is the moment your first million finds its way home. To you. Now, take a deep breath. Let the weight of these words settle in your heart. You have learned that wealth isn't something you chase. It's something you command. You've felt how belief shapes reality, how emotion turns into vibration, and how vibration calls forth creation. The first $1 million is not just money. It's a reflection of your inner transformation. It is proof that you have shifted from asking to declaring, from wishing to knowing. When you understand this truth, you stop searching for magic outside yourself. You realize you are the magic. The thoughts you think, the words you speak, the feelings you allow, all of them are instructions to the universe. And the universe, ever faithful, responds exactly as you believe. From this moment forward, let your belief be bold. Let your energy be pure. Let your desire burn not with greed, but with purpose. You were not born to struggle. You were born to expand. To live freely, abundantly, and joyfully. To inspire others with your light and your success. Every act of courage, every affirmation of faith, every moment of gratitude builds a bridge between your vision and your reality. And when that bridge is complete, your abundance arrives effortlessly, because it has no choice. So tonight, don't whisper your dreams. Declare them. Speak with the certainty of one who knows the universe listens. Stand tall, lift your head high, and say, I am ready. I am worthy. I am open to receive my abundance now. Then watch as life begins to shift, quietly and beautifully, in your favor. Your first million isn't somewhere in the distance. It's already on its way, drawn by the power of your belief, guided by the strength of your command, and carried by the promise of the universe that never fails to deliver.